MYBA TV.
It's a beautiful day wherever you're watching from across the globe. You're welcome to MYBA TV. Okay, we have a lot of pressing matters to deal with on the headline waves this morning, as we shall be, dissecting some of the Nigerian top stories across newspapers this morning. I am Oluwaseyi Showunmi.
And of course, I'm Zainab Ibrahim Chatta. Welcome to another exciting edition of the Headline Waves on MYBA TV. We are happy to be here as usual, as we'll be dishing, all the news stories across Nigeria.
Yeah, very quickly, let's get straight into the business. Okay, I have a lot of headlines here. I'll be picking one after the other. One says, before we go into the real pressing matter of today.
I'm very eager to see on that story.
Okay, this one says battle for PDP souls deepens as factions dig in. Okay, moving away from that. Kumuyi didn't make anti-US comments. Genocide denier deep alive church. Okay, that is one story we need to also dig into.
Yeah.
Okay, when the time comes. Trump says not hiding Venezuela war, but their president say numbered. Okay, Nigerian newspaper review says Trump outrage over plan to attack Nigeria. Okay, I think that's one of the big caption on the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Outrage over plan to attack Nigeria, that is coming from Donald Trump, the US president this morning. Alonso shaping new Real Madrid. Okay, move away from that story. Someone says presidency denies planned US trip for Tinubu. That's what we have on the Vanguard newspaper and lots more. Let's see what's on the Punch newspaper this morning.
Okay, I'll be taking the Punch newspaper. The first story here says LASVA recovers falling gas tanker, warns of traffic disruption. World entering new nuclear weapons era, Finnish president warns. CPC blacklist. Nigeria remains committed to religious freedom, says NIDCOM boss. Moving on, we have Otedola hails Tinubu 15% petrol diesel import tariff policy. Man faces 11 attempted murder charges after UK mass stabbings. Moving away from that, we have PDP crisis. Makinde bloc regroups as Autumn Fayose backs Wike. NDLEA arrests musician, uncovers Lagos illicit drug laboratory. Diri joins APC today, cites Bielsa's interest. Student loan applicants hits 1 million NEL fund. Cool controversies. Silva's brother, driver, still in custody. And lastly, the big headline on the Punch newspaper here says CPC blacklist. 12 Nigerian governors, other officials may face US sanctions. And that is all we have on the Punch newspaper this morning.
All right, very quickly, let's go on a short commercial break, and when we return, we'll go into the repressive matter of the day. Don't forget, you can continue to watch our content across all social platforms. Just do where to follow, subscribe, and make sure your opinion counts in the comment section. Thank you. Stay tuned.
Do you want to turn heads? Do you want people to stop and pay attention? In today's world, attention is a new currency, and that's exactly what MYBA LED help you get. Whether you're planning a crusade, concert, any type of event, our high-quality LED screen will help you capture your audience's full attention effortlessly. At MYBA LED Company Limited, we manufacture and sell high-quality LED screen. We rent our screen for all types of events, and we also cover full event coverage and live streaming services where all the whole world can tune in. So tell a friend to tell a friend, when it's time to shine, it's time for MYBA LED. Thank you.
Thank you for staying with us on that very short break. Of recent, there's been a lot of talks in Nigeria regarding the message that Donald Trump had sent out to the Nigerian government. So they're saying that Trump says he wants to invade Nigeria to fight insecurity and protect Christians. But we are asking, people are asking, what if this isn't about peace? What if it's about power politics, and control of Africa's resources, like history has shown before us. So I'll be reading out the message, the summary of the whole message that the President of the United States had sent to Nigeria. It says that if the Nigerian government continues to allow the killings of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria and may very well go into the now disgraced country, guns are blazing, to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible atrocities. I am hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet, just like the terrorist thugs attack our cherished Christians. So this is the message from the US President, Donald Trump. So Mr. Seyi, what is your take on this issue?
It's a very serious one, and it's not really. It's not just Nigerian concern alone.
Of course,
this is about Africans
as a whole. Yeah.
When we start reading these tweets online, there have been a lot of controversies, attached to these very tweets. But then the question I've been asking myself is, is it just about religion? Is it not about humanity again?
Yeah.
There's this currently in Nigeria. There's one song flying online.
Yeah.
They said that we're laughing, but we're real. But then there's one Christian gospel singer who came out and said, no, it is not. When it comes to Christianity, we don't use weary to cure weary. That is, we don't use madness to cure madness. He now said, Jesus is one thing you can use to cure madness. Now, they change the song again. They start saying, Jesus love him, Jesus love. Sometimes there's a way religion has come into humanity and has actually blindfolded us of some real
issues that are on ground.
You understand? Now, you want to come into the insecurity matter that is affecting a particular country, and you're coming with a threat. Now, this other body will believe that some people actually believe this the threat, the insecurity, the what's it called that has been happening is one religious body.
Yeah.
Which some of us actually know it is not about the religion. It is. We know some powerful people are the one behind these things that are happening. Now you want to correct this, coming as a religious body. How do you want to do the same thing? You claim it's wrong from the other end.
Yeah.
So I think this matter just need a kind of we need to be calm to be able to deal with
the issue on the ground.
Yes.
The first time I heard about this tweet, the first thing that came to my mind was, oh no, this cannot be happening. Do you understand? And then I went online and I saw a lot of people commenting, oh, Donald Trump, come this. In fact, some people started reporting their state governments. It was really funny to watch, because I was like, if only the people knew the impact of something like this happening in a sovereign state. Nigeria is a sovereign state. We've gained our independence. And so I just feel like an external body like the Americans rather, the US cannot just come down and say they want to invade us because of an internal problem. I love the fact that he came out to say that, because it seems that our government is waking up. They know, this person has said this. If we don't take action, this is going to happen. I feel like our government have been sleeping for quite a long number of years now, because insecurity has taken a toll on all of us. Every day, nowhere is safe. You're going to work, you're worried, am I going to get back home safely? My family, what is going on? But some people are also on the other end are saying that if it's not me, if it hasn't happened to me, then I have no business with that. But they do not understand the fact that at the end of the day, when this thing escalates, it's also going to affect you.
Definitely.
Now, the insecurity does not know anything about whether you're the rich or you're the poor. It will strike, and when it strikes, every single person will be affected.
Of course.
So don't say you're not going to speak out until everything gets worse.
You know, one other thing I've actually, been so much interested about is how the Nigerian government has been handling this issue.
They have been pampering them. That is the word I will use, because when you're waiting for bandits to change, you're trying to reform them. I just feel like these people are not people to be taken lightly. They might say they have changed, but best believe me that once another person comes with a bigger offer, they will get back into it.
Of course.
So if you say you keep on pardoning people like that, or they will change, will take them through reforms, things cannot change like that. When citizens are saying that, okay, this is the way they are taking with these people, no action is being taken. After all, they will just pamper them. Oh, why not I do the same thing at the end of the day?
Okay, now talking about the threats now from Donald Trump. What do you think if the threat had actually been straight to this current president, Burkina Faso president?
Okay.
How do you think he would have actually handled this particular threat? I know, of course, I've been waiting. I know he will still have to make some comments on this particular.
Definitely.
I know. But then, do you think he could have actually handled it the way Nigerian government is handling it as we speak?
Well, I just feel like the Nigerian government has not been handling things the way it should be handled. Yes, and like I said earlier, when you don't make an example of certain people, people will keep doing the same thing because they know there is no repercussion for whatever I do. At the end of the day, the president, the government will just pardon me. Oh, I'll go through some reforms, and of course, I'm back in the society to mingle with right-thinking members of the society. So I don't feel like every administration has ways they handle things.
Definitely.
So I cannot say they might have handled their own situation differently or that they will handle it differently, because you can never know until they are in that kind of situation. Do you understand? And that also brings me to the fact that some people are now saying that Trump coming into Nigeria to invade is not just about Christianity alone, that it goes beyond that, that he has ulterior motives, which I've kind of been thinking about, because the US will not, let me not even say the US, humans will not do things that would not benefit them.
Definitely.
Right? Okay, if I am putting my arms and ammunition, my resources into your country, of course I should be getting something back in return. Then people start operating the history, okay, how Europe underdeveloped Africa, okay, they come into our country in form of aid, they've come to help us, okay, we have insecurity, we've come to help you people, and all of that. But at the end of the day, they have what they want to gain from us. Nigeria is so rich in mineral resources. Are we talking about gold? Are we talking about uranium? We're talking about lithium. We're talking about silver. We're talking about diamonds. Of course, he will be interested in coming to help us because he knows he has something to gain. The world is fast changing, right? People are now, like countries like China are now going into lithium and all of that. And we know that Nigeria has this we have a whole lot of it. So he is coming to play the role of a savior when he most definitely might have an ulterior motive.
Definitely.
Let me say it like that.
Well, and of course, I perceive something as what could actually be the aftermath of this very particular threat.
Yeah, definitely.
On the Nigerian government, don't you think now the military have actually been waiting for a chance to strike, to come back to government?
Yeah.
They want to come back in power. Now, chances like this, loopholes like this, wouldn't give them the privilege to say, okay, these are the time we've been waiting for. We know you cannot handle this. We know this is not about democracy. Now you need a very solid government to be able to
handle situations like
this kind of situation. Now, can we now say this is the time some of these powerful Nigerians have been waiting for to take over their face of the country?
Well, I would not say military era is welcome. Why? Because we know a lot of things that goes on when the military takes power.
Of course.
The constitution is suspended. Most of your rights are no more your rights. Everything is violence and chaos and all of that. I would not say this is the right time for them to take over, or if there is any right time for them to take over. The only thing that we can do is tell the government to wake up. I hope they are hearing now and they are waking up, because now is the time to wake up and take, the baton of leadership. Take action, necessary action. Stop sleeping on, okay, these people, they are Nigerians, or their human rights are going to be violated if we take necessary actions. These people have been killing people in thousands. So why are you thinking about their human rights when they have no respect for human rights? So like I said, this is not the best time for the military to take over. Like you said, it is not violence by violence.
Exactly.
It's not way that they used to repair with.
Yes, you don't care with it.
Exactly.
Well, we should put this to the world too, okay? Both the United States government and the Nigerian government. The first thing to put into consideration is humanity. It's not about religion. Religion should be set aside in when matters like this are on ground.
Do you know, when we're even talking about religion, people are forgetting that this thing is not about religion.
Of course.
Where all these insecurities are happening, it is either communal conflict, land grabbing, and all of that, poverty, lack of good governance that is causing all this chaos. But for the fact that they want to just channel it and put it in a box and brand it that this is some Islamic terrorists doing it, it is really very uncomfortable and uncalled for.
Exactly.
Because if we want to target as that, we will leave the main issue and start trying to solve what is not there. Let them sit down, go back to the drawing board and know that this is what is causing this. Okay, how do we come into repair to, align things to bring people together so these things can be solved? I think if they take that route, things will get better at the end of the day, because we don't want a situation whereby these people will come into our lands. Okay, we've come to help you guys. We've seen the case of Libya. They went in, executed Gaddafi. Until now, Libya is still there in chaos. Are we talking about Iran? Niger? So we would not want a situation like that. If you're coming in, okay, as we are going to partner with you guys, this is what we can help you guys with. We have these resources that you guys can leverage on. Okay, that is fine and good. But for you to want to come into a sovereign and independent nation that you want to come and invade, how about that is really going too far.
And of course, Nigerians, okay, Africans at large, these are one of the pressing matters, okay, that is flying on here currently. Okay, let's know what your take is on this current subject matter. How do you feel? How do you feel about this? What do you think should be done? What should the Nigerian government do? What should they do? Okay, do you think this threat coming from Donald Trump, the U.S. president, is actually right? Do you think it's healthy? Do you think it's good? Okay, for the oneness of the countries of the world. So these are the pressing matters on ground. Let's hear your comments and of course your opinion. Here on MYBA TV. Okay, on these notes,
we've come to the end of this edition for today. Do stay with us till next time on MYBA TV. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us, leave your comments. We'll see all of them. Thank you as usual, and I remain Zainab Ibrahim Chatta.
And of course, I am Oluwaseyi Showunmi. See you until the next.